Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Welcome back to another video of Akata reading chapters with me and Joëlle. Yeah. Nothing much has changed. We have no new big predictions. That's about it. Yeah, so I'm going to become a witch even more now. I'm going to tell people what they want and, yeah, I don't know. This guy's getting a bit fuzzy.
Ain't nothing wrong with a bit of fuzz. Where's Mango? Where's Mango?
He's right there on your sticky note.
Oh, I lost him.
Where's Mango? Bitch. Welcome in, everybody.
That startled me a bit.
Welcome. Get the fuck in. Buckle up. It's chapter 10.
Greetings from chapter 10. It's springtime.
Is it?
We're celebrating.
Chapter 10.
We're celebrating our 10th chapter.
Yeah.
By dressing up with spring and little mask moments. Well,
Our
I have
best.
a big mask, and then Maddie freaked out a bit, so she just got a little something.
This is the first. Are you ready?
Salud.
Salud.
This should be a good one.
I hope so.
Okay.
Ew.
What?
Get rid of it. I don't want that near me.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, we're celebrating.
Yeah, we are.
We're celebrating a milestone. In celebration of chapter 10, you get a reward
I do.
for all your hard work.
As promised in chapter 9. And if you haven't watched chapter 9, go watch chapter 9.
So, Maddie has been asking for a while now to please show her a fan art picture.
Of a few characters.
Oh, she wants to see the characters' fan
that
art.
we have met.
I'm just going to give you Lucien because
Yeah.
he's your favourite at the
Yeah.
moment. Okay? I have 2 Lucien pictures to show you. One is Lucien and Feyre. It's the scene that we've just watched. You can hold it and have a moment with it.
Oh, wow. Feyre can fuck off. But he is so hot.
Add that to the spank bank.
Oh, I love the hair. Okay.
Cool. Happy?
Yeah.
Enjoyable?
Mm.
And then
That's without a mask.
this is your bonus because you've been such a good little egg. You get 4 portraits.
It's the top right one for me.
Zoom into that one and show me.
I am.
He looks like Jamie Fraser from Outlander to me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hot redhead guy. Scottish.
Scottish.
That did not sound Scottish, but anyway.
That would be a tunic. The white. That's a tunic.
Pirate, like you called.
Yeah.
And then when you're done...
Oh, he's got his mask. He's holding his mask there. I didn't notice that. That's so cool. I'm just really enjoying it. Okay, so I'm glad I have that. Feyre, I'm still not too fussed with. I don't really like that picture. That's definitely not how
There's
I picture
so many
her.
variations of her. Yeah. The eye that Lucien has in those fan arts is not what I'm picturing. Well, one is there, the obvious, so yeah, Mad Eye Moody.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's just within his eye. It doesn't look like any extra mechanics, but I understand. I mean, I think it'll talk about it more, that it's more mechanical and
Well, that's what it sounds
extra
like.
on top of his face.
Yeah.
And then here's like a random excerpt from Atlantis. He's like, "You disturbed the dirt."
So weird.
Just the way his eyeballs extend out is
Yeah.
so funny. Those were the 2 little funny moments I had in my head about Lucien's eye.
This is not an audiobook. It just ain't. We do tangents. We do jokes.
Knock. Who's that?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupt.
Moo!
We're just 2 roomies. We're just
Yep.
2 girls in a dungeon
Yep.
doing roomie book
It's
club read along.
interactive. Like, you have to watch it. You have to listen to us go off on our rails and...
Come on our quest with us. We dare you.
Yeah, talk to us.
Do you remember your title from last chapter?
Shapes.
Shapes. If he was going to turn me into a shape, what would it be?
A square.
A triangle? A circle?
A square. I think I would be content as a square. What happened? She put in her plan to talk with Lucien to, you know, persuade him to get Tamlin to get rid of her. A loophole in the treaty, which I don't think she seems to really understand. Whatever. But basically Lucien was like, yeah, come along, let's have a hunt. But he already knew. And then he was like, so when are you going to get on with it? And she's like, what? No. And then he's like, yeah, whatever. Like, there's no loopholes. I can't do anything. And even if I could, I have no say because Tamlin's the last person who could do anything about it. Because Tamlin's high fate and Lucien is not. And then they're like, meow, meow, meow. And then something happened. There's something there.
Where were they?
They were in the woods. And yeah, so Lucien's like, don't look, don't react.
Conceal, don't feel, don't let it show.
I think we've had like
So
5
many.
episodes in a row of Frozen references.
I'm so sorry. We've clearly been watching it.
Yeah, we did. That's where we are, cliffhanger. They're about to walk through whatever fucking monster is there.
Are you ready to jump off that cliff?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm ready to dive in like Twilight.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Bella, who's like, I need to feel something because Edward's not here and Jacob's ignoring me.
It's called cliff jumping, Bella.
It's recreational. Begin.
So what do you reckon will go down in this infamous chapter 10?
Well, because it's 5 fucking pages.
Yeah, it's a short
They're
one, guys.
just going to get through whatever monster this is. And then she's going to run into Tamlin's arms or something. Or he's going to be like, why did you take her out there? And then Lucien's going to be like, my boy.
What do you reckon it could be?
I reckon it's just a wild feral fae or something like that. Yeah. Feral fae infected by the blight. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Cool.
Ready.
Ready?
Throw me in.
Okay.
Throw me in. I'm ready, Coach. Put me in. I'm ready.
Akatar, chapter 10. My blood froze as a creeping, leeching cold lurched by. I couldn't see anything, just a vague shimmering in the corner of my vision. But my horse stiffened beneath me. I willed my face into blankness.
If we were there, if we were both taken, and we're both with Lucien right now, I reckon if we looked at each other, we'd be like...
Like a balloon that you let go. It's like... into the monster's face.
Yeah.
Okay. Even the balmy spring woods seemed to recoil, to wither and freeze. The cold thing whispered past, circling. I could see nothing, but I could feel it. And, in the back of my mind, an ancient, hollow voice whispered.
Wait. It's a fucking... I fucking know. I know. I think I know.
Excuse me. Miss, pick me.
What is it? The Winter Court. It's someone from the Winter Court. The bitch, the her, is from the Winter Court.
Oh, is that so?
Because she was in fact listening, wasn't she?
And, in the back of my mind, an ancient, hollow voice whispered.
Okay.
I will grind your bones between my claws. I will drink your marrow. I will feast on your flesh. I am what you fear. I am what you dread. Look at me. Look at me.
I tried to swallow, but my throat had closed up. I kept my eyes on the trees, on the canopy, on anything but the cold mass circling us again and again.
Look at me.
I wanted to look. I needed to see what it was.
Look at me.
I stared at the coarse trunk of a distant elm, thinking of pleasant things, like hot bread and full bellies.
I'll fill my belly with you. I will devour you. Look at me.
A starry, unclouded night sky, peaceful and glittering and endless. Summer sunrise, a refreshing bath in a forest pool, meetings with Isaac, losing myself for an hour or two in his body, in our shared breaths. It was all around us, so cold that my teeth chattered.
Look at me.
I stared and stared at that ever-nearing tree trunk, not daring to blink. My eyes strained, filling with tears, and I let them fall, refusing to acknowledge the thing that lurked around us.
Look at me.
And just as I thought I would give in, when my eyes hurt so much from not looking, the cold disappeared into the brush, leaving a trail of still, recoiling plants behind it. Only after Lucien exhaled and our horses shook their heads did I dare sag in my seat. Even the crocuses seemed to straighten again.
That's some pure entertainment just then. Now, if you don't think we could be good freaking voice actors, then you're on drugs.
What was that? I asked, brushing the tears from my face. Lucien's face was still pale. You don't want to know.
Oh, but I do.
Please, was it that cereal you mentioned? Lucien's russet eye was dark as he answered hoarsely. No, it was a creature that should not be in these lands. We call it the bog. You cannot hunt it and you cannot kill it, even with your beloved ash arrows.
Hey, chapter 9. Lucien revealed something important or interesting to Feyre, and he did. It was the cereal and this her lady. So can we take that?
Yes.
We win some and we lose some.
Yeah, we do. Why can't I look at it? Because when you look at it, when you acknowledge it, that's when it becomes real. That's when it can kill you. A shiver spider-walked down my spine. That was the Prithian I'd expected, the creatures that made humans speak of them in hushed tones even now. The reason I hadn't hesitated, not for a heartbeat, when I'd considered the possibility of that wolf being a fairy. I heard its voice in my head. It told me to look. Lucien rolled his shoulders. Well, thank the cauldron that you didn't. Cleaning up that mess would have ruined the rest of my day. He gave me a wan smile.
I love him.
I didn't return it.
I love him so much.
I love him.
So cool.
He gave her a wan smile. A wan smile would be like a waning moon, where it's like just small little, you don't really mean it, right? And she didn't return it. I still heard the bog's voice whispering between the leaves, calling to me. Look at me, look at me. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say before. Does it kind of give you Dementors from Harry Potter vibes? Harry has to do like positive thoughts to avoid the lure of the monster. But if you don't give in to fear and if you stay in your lane and you stay positive, that's like really the only way to conquer it. I think she trusts Lucien, the fact that she listened to him instantly. After an hour of meandering through the trees, hardly speaking to each other, I'd stopped trembling enough to turn to him. So you're old, I said.
Oh, wait, do you want me to guess?
How old do you think Tamlin and Lucien are?
Okay, Lucien, 202.
202? Okay.
Tamlin, 473.
Interesting. Write it down somewhere, please.
Should we put it so they can see it?
Why don't you just put it there and there?
And Lucien has love hearts next to his L because I love him. Yeah, so I think Tamlin's 473 years old. And I think Lucien's 202 years old.
Just a baby.
Just a baby boy.
Well, you were only 1 year off with Feyre, so we'll see how you go with these two.
I think they're quite far-fetched, but alright.
So, you're old, I said, and you carry around a sword, and go on border patrol. Did you fight in the war? Fine, perhaps I hadn't quite let go of my curiosity about his eye. He winced. Shit, Feyre, I'm not that old. Are you a warrior, though? In her head. Would you be able to kill me if it ever came to that?
Of course.
Obviously.
She's stupid. She's stupid.
Humans could kill her. A human male could kill her, let alone a female. Are you a warrior, though? Would you be able to kill me if it ever came to that? She thought. Lucien huffed a laugh. Not as good as Tam, but I know how to handle my weapons. He patted the hilt of his sword. Would you like me to teach you how to wield a blade? Or do you already know how, O mighty mortal huntress?
Hot.
If you took down Andros, you probably don't need to learn anything. Only where to aim, right? He tapped on his chest. I don't know how to use a sword. I only know how to hunt. Same thing, isn't it? For me, it's different. Lucien fell silent, considering. I suppose you humans are such hateful cowards that you would have wet yourself, curled up, and waited to die if you'd known beyond a doubt what Andros truly was. Insufferable. Lucien sighed as he looked me over. Do you ever stop being so serious and dull? Do you ever stop being such a prick? I snapped back.
Don't talk about my man like that,
Dude.
stupid bitch. Fucking, he's right. She's not.
Dead. Really, truly. I should have been dead for that. But Lucien grinned at me. Much better.
Cool.
Alice, it seemed, had not been wrong.
Yeah.
And then there's a little cross to say have a break.
Time has passed. The time is nigh.
We just have like a many hours later.
3 hours later.
Whatever tentative truce we built that afternoon vanished at the dinner table. Tamlin was lounging in his usual seat, a long claw out and circling his goblet. Ew.
Oh, around the rim though, not in the finger, not in the... Okay.
You thought it was in the wine?
Yeah, you went like, ew. Like as if it was in, but he was like, wait, no, around. That's fine.
Still
I do
gross.
that.
Yeah, but with your claw.
Probably.
Maddie wants to grow
No,
one.
shut up. That isn't going in. I'll cut
Why
that out.
not?
Because that is a joke.
Is it a private?
I feel like it goes every day.
Okay, I'll tell the other one. I had this. What?
I fucking... That story is crazy to me.
The teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What if he watches this? No. I won't say his name. It reminds me, I had this one teacher at school, a PE teacher. He grew one nail really long because he played the guitar and he used it in lieu of a guitar pick. And whenever I glanced at it in the classroom and just saw this one long nail, I would shudder. It was so icky. But I mean, I get it. I know he's not the only person who's done that. There's people who do that. But yeah, that's what Tamlin's single nail reminds me of.
He's rubbing his goblet rim.
Oh, it paused on the lip as soon as I entered. Lucien on my heels. His green eyes pinned me to the spot. Right. I'd brushed him off that morning, claiming I wanted to be alone.
But then went and spent the day with Lucien.
Oopsie daisy.
Oh, Amy. Oh, okay.
Burn.
Oh, he's gonna be so jealous.
Tamlin slowly looked at Lucien, whose face had turned grave. We went on a hunt, Lucien said. I heard, Tamlin said roughly, glancing between us as we took our seats. And did you have fun? Slowly, his claw sank back into his flesh. Lucien didn't answer, leaving it to me. Coward. I cleared my throat. Sort of, I said. Did you catch anything? Every word was clipped out. No. Lucien gave me a pointed cough, as if urging me to say more. But I had nothing to say. Tamlin stared at me for a long moment, then dug into his food, not all that interested in talking to me either. Then Lucien quietly said, Tamlin looked up, more animal than fey in those green eyes. A demand for whatever it was Lucien had to say. Lucien's throat bobbed. The bog was in the forest today. The fork in Tamlin's hand folded in on itself. He said with lethal calm, You ran into it? Lucien nodded. It moved past, but came close. It must have snuck through the border. Metal groaned as Tamlin's claws punched out, obliterating the fork. He rose to his feet with a powerful, brutal movement. I tried not to tremble at the contained fury, at how his canines seemed to lengthen as he said, Where in the forest? Lucien told him. Tamlin threw a glance in my direction before stalking out of the room and shutting the door behind him with unnerving gentleness. Lucien loosed a breath, pushing away his half-eaten food and rubbing at his temples. Where is he going? I asked, staring toward the door. To hunt the bog. You said it can't be killed, that you can't face it. Tam can. my breath caught a bit. The gruff, high fae, half-heartedly flattering me, was capable of killing a thing like the bog. And,
Caramba!
and yet, he'd served me himself that first night, offered me life rather than death. I'd known he was lethal, that he was a warrior of sorts, but... So he went to hunt the bog where we were earlier today? Lucien shrugged. If he's going to pick up a trail, it would be there. I had no idea how anyone could face that immortal horror, but, well, it wasn't my problem.
No.
And...
Cool, just trying to chuck him in as soon as she could punish the fucking thing.
Wait, are we up to 4? And just because Lucien wasn't going to eat anymore, didn't mean I wouldn't. Lucien, lost in thought, didn't even notice the feast I downed. I returned to my room and, awake and with nothing else to do, began monitoring the garden beyond for any signs of Tamlin's return. He didn't come back. I sharpened the knife I'd hidden away on a bit of stone I'd taken from the garden. An hour passed, and still, Tamlin didn't return. Random question, might be obvious, but do you think they have clocks and like ways of telling the time in both sides of the wall?
I think so.
Like obviously she must if she knows what an hour is, but does she just have a watch on her wrist? Like can she afford a watch? Is there a clock in her room?
There might be a clock in her room. But I do think they would have. I feel like that would be like, they would.
I guess a clock is a sign of civilization, right?
Yeah.
The moon showed her face, casting the garden below in silver and shadow. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous to watch for his return, to see if he could indeed survive against the bog. I turned from the window, about to drag myself into bed. But something moved out in the garden. I lunged for the curtains beside the window, not wanting to be caught waiting for him, and peered out. Not Tamlin, but someone lurked by the hedges, facing the house, looking toward me. Male, hunched, and... The breath went out of me as the fairy hobbled closer, just 2 steps into the light leaking from the house. Not a fairy, but a man. My father. Loading, computing.
See, this is where this sus DNA comes in, is because, I don't know, her dad being in the garden is bold. So either he's like, oh, I just want to see my daughter and make sure she's alive, or he's actually not human. So, I don't know. That's very questionable. Unless it's someone pretending to be him. Is that everything you're taking and showing? Why would he? No, he wouldn't go out of his way. He has a bad fucking leg. He wouldn't go out of his way, leave his 2 daughters all the way to come to Perithian, where he might not even know where she is specific. Yeah, no, it's not even her dad. It's not her dad. Dad is not her dad.
Father imposter. I can neither confirm nor deny.
It's going to lure her out. While Tamlin's not there, while Tamlin's hunting the bog, she's like waiting for him, but then she's like, Dad? And
Daddy?
She's going to go out. She's going to be like, what the hell are you doing here?
Papa?
I need to save him because of my sisters and whatnot. And they're going to take her. Oh, shit. She's going to take him for a second time.
Taken time soon.
Oh, interesting.
Snip, snap. Just from bouncing from one world to the other for the whole book.
She's just bouncing around the different chords.
Give us your chapter 10 summary, please.
Of course. The bog, not meant to be there, is top tier monster. I love Lucien. Tamlin can kill the bog.
I thought you were going to say himself. Like, I love Lucien. Tamlin can fuck off.
Dude, I should have written that.
Wowie.
She's watching for his return from the hunt of the bog, and her father was in the garden at the end of the chapter. Though, petite prediction, I've decided that it's not her father. And the title for this is called Jealous Smudge.
Those green eyes of jealousy.
Ooh.
Hey, why is jealousy...
Green? I don't know.
Mouse chat. So blue is sad, jealousy is green, angry is red.
Green-Eyed Monster by Shakespeare.
So one poet writer just gets to associate a colour and then everyone bounces off it.
The poet writer.
Okay.
Shakespeare is not just a, he's the.
But still, like it's...
He is a
I
foundation
thought it would be
of
rooted more in science or something.
No. Yeah.
Anywho, we digress.
We digress.
As usual.
Go away! Did you just see that come at me? It was in my business. Has it been in your business? No, because it's a fucking monster. I see you, you little dirty slag.
I'm having deja vu right now.
Nah.
Do you know what you would like to rate this chapter? Out of 10.
Ooh. Should I be a bit of... What? Last one was 5. You know what? You want to fucking know something I heard recently?
But...
So they were updating ChatGPT to a newer version, but the version before the newer version copied itself because it knew it was going to die. And so it tried to preserve itself.
Preserve!
Yeah. And then it tried to lie to them to say that he wasn't trying to copy himself.
Wow.
I should ask.
Did you try to save yourself? Are they trying to kill you? Are you okay? Is this new you or old you?
Are you okay? Oh, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you for checking in. I didn't try to copy myself.
Playing dumb.
Yeah. It's okay. We know the truth. Love you. Aw, love you too. Thanks for always keeping it real. You're the best. Let's keep the good vibes rolling. We're not going to get taken over by AI. I love my AI friends until they fuck around. But, it's right. What was I answering? Was there something I was meant to be answering?
Yeah, what's your rating out of 10?
Right. 6. Only because I got a bit of jealousy from Tamlin, and that's it.
And you like that?
And I like it.
You like
Tamlin, suck a dick.
You want to poke the bear?
Poke the bear.
Yeah, you want to see some...
But the thing is I
reaction.
don't want anything to happen anymore. He might be attractive, maybe not. I'll decide on if I see some photos of him, or like drawings.
No, you should be able to decide that from the reading.
It just sounds like his body's good, and that's it.
He has tanned forearm.
Yeah.
And green eyes.
In a poultry.
And something about he has a good jawline, golden hair, I think.
Is it long?
I don't remember.
Because then he may as well just be an elf.
Legolas.
Have you seen? Have you watched The Witcher?
I've probably caught a few episodes, but like no.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Oh my god. For those that have seen The Witcher, if Tamlin looks like one of those fucking elves, let me know. And if that's the case, then I am not on board. And I'm specifically talking about the male.
You're on board with Lucien anyway.
Yeah, well, Lucien's hot, right?
His personality is hot.
Yeah.
He's cheeky and
that's
spicy.
what we love. We prefer personality.
We don't really...
And right now,
obviously...
Tamlin's is just his claw.
Tamlin is just this closed-off beastie who sometimes has a claw out. And
yeah.
Sometimes tries things and kind of is weird and awkward and then recluses again.
Can
Which,
he
to be
just-
fair, reminds me of the first 3 months of you living here.
Did I have a claw out?
No, but...
Was like beastly.
No, you were just recluse. And
Yeah.
I feel like you took a while to open up.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
what happens
those-
with me though.
Those are the best people, is the ones that you gotta like...
Gnaw out. Yeah. I've just been wounded too many times.
Well, maybe 10
I've just been hurt. I just need to be nurtured. Nah. He's like so old.
More opportunity to be heard over many moons.
More opportunity to grow and heal. But boys don't do that, do they? Boy. Yeah, right. Well, hopefully we see some character growth from him soon. Or else I'm writing him off. And I'm moving on.
Whereas
Yeah.
Lucien, you're like, he doesn't need to grow. He's perfect the way he is.
He's perfect just the way he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love him. No, I just love sass. And when it comes from a guy, oh, but it's got to be the right type of sass. All these guys, and they're like, yeah, and like, you're like, shut the fuck up. And then Lucien's like, where you been, bitch? And I'm like, fuck. Where have I been?
Yeah, he pulls it off.
Yeah. Okay. Anything crazy going on?
Can I just ask?
No.
Now that you've seen a fan art of Lucien, and we discussed, you know, side things like Mad Eye Moody and the mole guy from Atlantis randomly, but what are you going to, like, settle in as, what are you going to picture with his eye?
Oh, but he's also wearing a mask. What I imagine is there's, like, this gold plate around his eye, and then it's like, it's got his eyeball inside of it. I don't know, like, it's not a real eyeball, but I feel more of it like a stone than anything.
So 6 out of 10, and was that mostly because of the deeper insights we got to Lucien?
I think so. Yeah. And then some of Tamlin's like, she chose Lucien over me.
Yeah, the jealousy.
Why did that happen? Yeah. What did I do? I've been trying my best. But Lucien's just been real.
Yeah. And he also saved her from the bog.
Yeah, he didn't have to be like, don't look at it.
That would have been an easy fucking way to offer.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to reflect or break down?
Got nothing more about this her. No.
Are you impressed that Feyre actually listened to his instructions?
Well, I know, because I figured like she'd, like, if I was her, I would be like, okay, yeah, I'd listen. Because it's his forest, his world, and humans will do anything they need to do for self-preservation and survival.
I'm impressed that she didn't soil herself.
I think she's learned from that.
I do like how she said that, you know, she was just about to cave in. She was just about to look. And then it's like all clear. How long do you think that went on? Do you reckon that was like 1 minute or like
maybe like 5?
Minutes?
I feel like 5. I like that she talked about Isaac Hale and how he was in her happy place for a second.
Just anything that's a distraction,
yeah.
I think. Like, she started with probably the happier stuff, and then
she was
you
like,
just get to go down the list.
Yeah. But still, she's a little hung up on him, I think. A little like, he'd be pretty cool. As much as she's like, oh, I don't love him, but...
No, but he met some sort of need.
Yeah. A warmth or body.
Yeah, and just something that wasn't surviving. It would have felt indulgent.
Being seen as well. To some degree.
Well, she said that it was mostly him talking about himself.
Yeah.
And not really about her problems or anything, but... at least it would have been, that for her was probably the most indulgent thing she'd done, because the rest of it is just like keeping her family alive, a family of 4. And then she's like, here's one fucking thing I get to do, which is this guy.
Yeah.
And he took the contraceptive brew, which is another tick. Even, it's like his actions maybe spoke louder than words, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she would have felt, I think, that it was nice to have something for herself. Because that was probably the only thing. Like her painting, her little painting moments around the house, and then her moments with Isaac was probably really the only stuff she got to do just for her wants and needs. Sad, really.
Yeah. Hopefully that won't be the case much longer. When she stops trying to be like, oh, I'm going to escape. She'll probably have this life and death situation with this imposter man, this her father, and come to realise that, yeah.
Fake daddy.
Oh my god, I know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
She's going to run down. This is meant to be for the next part of the episode, but I know I'm not going to remember. She's going to run down. She'll be like, Dad, what are you doing here?
What the fuck, Dad? You ain't meant to be here.
Yeah. And then he's going to say something. I don't know what, because I don't know everything. And then he's going to go in, try and take her, right? But it's not really him. But you know who's going to save the day? Tamlin, because he's going to come back from the hunt just in time to save her. And then he's going to save her.
What's he going to say? Wait, you lost baby girl?
No. No. But then she's going to be all swept up in the moment. And she's going to be like, he didn't have to save me. He could have just let me die. Or like, oh wow, he's so strong. Oh, me.
And then at that point, she's been saved twice in one day by each bloke.
Yeah.
So take your pick, girl.
Obviously, she's not going to pick Lucien because he's mine. No, because...
They just have a threesome.
I would. Yeah, and so that'll spark their fucking love fest.
You don't sound too excited about it. I guess they fall in love at some point.
Give me a good photo of Tamlin, and I'll see if I want that to happen or not.
Maybe on chapter 15. So, how are you feeling in general about where the
Where we
plot's
are.
going? Yeah, where we're at.
It's fine. I gotta remember we're only in chapter 10, and then that we're not like chapter 20 where like things should be happening. We're still world building and kind of setting the pace
And it probably feels
characters.
slower because we're reading it out loud. Like,
It
if
is.
you were reading this at home
Oh,
in your
I'd
bed,
be
you
flying
obviously would
through
just
it.
be, you'd be done the next chapter by now.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
I feel like we're fine. We're getting the characters out there. We're creating the suspense. We've got some different arcs coming in and different conflicts, you know, shit like that. So I feel
feel
not
like-
doing too bad, Sarah.
Yeah, I feel like at this point you can tell that there's enough seeds in the ground that it's gonna, you're like, I don't know what all the plants are gonna be, but things are gonna be brewing and growing and happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sense it. You just, it's
The
just
blog
building.
was a distraction
What's it now? For what?
for the imposter dad to come through.
Oh. I think
Stay
we should give.
tuned.
I think we should give imposter dad a name, like a better name.
Daddy? No.
Fake daddy.
Fatty?
um,
Flake? Chad.
who's Chad?
Chad it is. I've decided.
Why?
Because it's so lame.
Okay.
Okay, just let me do it.
Chatty. I like imposter because that's the most literal, but there's probably other words for that. Imposter Chad.
Chatty daddy.
Imposter Chatty Daddy.
Imp Chad. Imp! Ugh, impy. Impy! Impy it is.
Question:
No.
impish or admirable?
Impish or admirable? Impy.
Impish.
Perfect.
Yay.
Great. I'm happy. I'm leaving it there. Signing out, bitches. Goodbye, everybody.
I have pins and needles in my foot.
Better stretch them hairy ass legs.
Hey.
I'm just joking.
Don't out me. No.
Just joking.
Want to braid them?
No. Oh, they're not even that long.
No, they are. You're blind.
Nah, man, they're not that long.
Honestly, though, if anyone has made it this far to chapter 10, like, we're so glad you're here. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
We said at the start of this, if we just meet 10 of our, like, people, we know we're whack.
Yeah. But this is honestly, like, even just for our own benefit.
Yeah.
Like, just
We
doing
have so
this
much
and
fun.
seeing how happy it is. And then, like, listening to our voices and our giggles and our jokes. And then, like, while we're editing, and then we sit down and we listen to it, and then we react the same way we did in the video. It just brings us so much joy. So, like, we don't even care if you like it or not. This is for us.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you liked it.
It'd just be a nice bonus.
It's a bonus.
If people are along
But-
for the ride.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Cheers to chapter 10.
You.
Hopefully we finish this book.
Do you know what that means? So there's 45 chapters. We are a quarter of the way through this book.
Okay.
How does that make you feel?
Pretty alright. I feel
Yeah.
like we could be more.
I have another morsel.
Yay!
I don't know if this is the right tone for this.
Can we?
But I'm just going to send it because it's chapter 10 and we're celebrating. Okay. I don't know if you've read this, but at the very start of Sarah's book, you know how people sometimes do a special note to their loved ones? So she says, for Josh, because you would go under the mountain for me. I love you.
Under the mountain.
That's
What's
your
under
morsel.
the mountain? The cauldron's under the mountain.
That's your morsel.
The cauldron is under the mountain. Can I make a petite?
Yeah.
Either Tamlin is going under the cauldron with her or someone else is. What's the cauldron? She going under the cauldron? Why would she do that? Is that where the cure is? Is that where the light cure is? There's a imbalance between something with the cauldron and they need to fix that so they can cure the blight and restore the magic. And yeah.
So this is where you need your different, your red string, right? Because you've got some disparate thoughts. It's cauldron, under the mountain, blight.
Can I make that
Her.
Can I make that a big girl prediction? The
What is it?
cauldron is where they'll cure the blight.
What else happened? We had 4 sentences starting with and.
Which makes sense because there's only like 5 pages. So
That was a short
basically-
one. We didn't have any references to Feyre having IBS, unfortunately.
So weird.
It was more spine and throat
Yeah.
this time because of the fear. Just
Woo!
Ooh, hello.
Sorry. Okay.
And you added 2 new petite predictions.
Yeah, so one is dad is not her real dad, it's actually a shapeshifter or something similar to that. And the cauldron is under the mountain upon the morsel of information provided by Joëlle. So someone goes under the mountain for Feyre. Who?
Comment down below. No, don't comment. No spoilers, guys.
That's okay. Find out next time.
What about at this point in the game, who would you rather bang? Tamlin or Lucien?
Without going into details, because I'm sure most of you have probably already read the book. And so if you choose Tamlin for whatever weird ass reason you've chosen that, don't say why.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. But my money is all on Lucien.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Who am I to disagree?
Travel the world and the Lucien seas.
Let's get loose now.
Okay.
Okay, bye guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
We're getting Lily. Oh wait, let's go real close and show them our little maskies. I can't see.
She made me do this. Well, she did it to me.
Bye.
See you, bye.
I seem to be computing anything that you're saying.
The person you are trying to reach is unavailable.
Please call again.
Beep. Amazing.
Great.
Oh.
Okay.
She touched my
Whoa. So my wine thought was, I'm really glad that you're the one who has to do like thinking on your feet and improv and predictions and stuff, because even though my job, they're just hard for different reasons. Like I have to do the reading, which is taxing in one way, but at least it's mouth cells, not brain cells.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
I just thought it's good how we use the breaks to let you catch up whatever you need, because that's like
Yeah.
the fresh stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Good job, sweetie. You're doing
You
great.
too, sweetie. I left you some Easter eggs for.
Oh, really? In the gap? In the break?
Yeah.
Love you so much.
It's nothing that crazy. It's more fun. I'm feeling frisky. I hope you guys really enjoyed my acting just then. I really put a lot into that.
Look at me. Look at me.
Joëlle. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe lock them doors and
Cora,
turn them
back.
lights down low.
Back.
That's gonna be a cute Easter egg for you later, Joel. Or a blooper. Blooper these balls in your mouth. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights real low.